digest. From lane to the new shining ground, echo chants where the legends are found. Heroes carved in the heart of time, we march on through grit and grime. Oh Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. Oh Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. Echoes of King and Greaves in the air. Every goal, the sound declares. Heartbeats pound like a drummer's song, marching forward, fierce and strong. We're the ones who rise in the clash. Numbers running in a white shirt dash. History burns in the roaring crowd. Every game we scream it loud. I'm Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire.
Yes, evening and welcome to THFC to the Die Home Tottenham past, present and the exciting future under Roberto De Zerbi as again Tottenham Hotspur make signing number 3 in the door. As you can see across the bottom of the screen, it was announced probably about an hour ago that Van Heckel is joining Spurs. He has joined Spurs on a £52 million deal. He says it's a dream. It's a dream to play for Tottenham. Of course, it would be a dream to play for the mighty Spurs. And I think it's a great signing, and it's more to come. More to come. Big up, Billy. How are you doing this evening, bud?
I'm very good, mate. Very good. Bit hot in England at the moment, but good, my friend. How are you? Excited about a new signing.
Yeah,
We got another announcement.
Yeah, another one in the door. Do you know what? It's been pissing rain over here today. Most of the day it's been raining, actually.
Yeah, to be fair, it was this morning, but it's just suddenly got boiling in England.
Yeah, what do you reckon to the new signing coming in? Good bit of business now.
Yeah, so that's 3 signings now, and it's only 3 days into the window. Yeah, it's not it's not like the usual Tottenham, is it, my friends? It's not like the usual Tottenham. So yeah, very happy with it. Big signing, big amount of money. Just hopefully shows that we're starting to back the manager.
Hopefully. What do you think of England last night? Do you get that out of the way first? Do you know what? My view on it very quickly, Billy, was a very sort of poor first half. I thought defensively England looked a little bit dodgy. I thought second half you looked the class of the field. What was your thoughts on it, bud?
Yeah, that's exactly my thoughts as well, to be honest. I thought second half had some good moments going forward. And Tuchel after the game said they were a bit too scared at half-time. So I think he went into them at half-time to try and be a bit more positive. I thought second half we were absolutely brilliant, to be honest. And the only thing I would say is a bit suspect would be the back four. I would start Gahey over Stones. I thought Reece James had a really poor game as well, to be honest. I thought Jed Spence was excellent when he came on for his last 10 minutes. And the subs are really good. Rashford coming on, Saka coming on, Spence coming on. I thought Kane was brilliant. Really good second half.
Yeah, I tell you who impressed me. Jed Spence really impressed me when he came on. I tell you who did impress me as well was O'Reilly last night. I thought he had a really good game on the... I think he was playing on the left, wasn't he? I thought he played well there last night.
And I think...
were you surprised? What did you make of his lineup?
I was surprised at Stones in particular. Stones, I thought, was a bit of a strange one because, he gets dropped for Gahey on his club. What did you make of Vuskovic?
Do you know what? I thought he played well. You didn't see enough of him, and maybe that's a good sign for a player playing pretty well. Actually,
Yeah.
he did everything that was expected of him. Do you know what I mean? Do you get what I'm saying? He did everything that was asked of him. It wasn't an outstanding performance, but maybe when you're playing in a Croatia side that slightly older, and you lose 4-2, you sort of don't look at the performances of the other side. You're sort of lauding the Bellinghams and that. But if he can cope, and he coped very well in the World Cup, then he should be playing for Tottenham's first team.
Yeah, I think he.
I don't know what you think.
Yeah, I think he got done for the Bellingham goal a little bit, didn't he? But he got outpaced. But other than that, I think he was involved in their second goal as well. I think he's good going forward. And obviously, any defender in the world is going to struggle against Harry Kane at the moment. So I'm looking forward to seeing him in other matches, seeing what he can do. Tough night for anyone, isn't it, against Harry Kane?
Yeah, it is. It is. What did you think of the penalty being retaken? There's been a lot of people saying it shouldn't have, or the referee was a bit lenient. What's your thoughts on that? I thought the keeper was unlucky.
Yeah, I think so. I think, if you stop every penalty, that encroaching thing, it probably happens way more often than we realise. So I think the keeper's a bit unlucky. It was a really poor penalty from Harry as well, which is once in a lifetime, isn't it? You never see that again. But I think if they did it for going over the line, the goalkeeper's about that far over the line, which is a bit harsh. And if they did it for encroaching, then you probably have to retake every penalty going forward.
Yeah, that's true. No, I agree. But look, good start for you, man. 3 points on the board. I think you win the group now, which is important.
That was the tough game for sure. That was definitely the tough game.
Well, a little bit of breaking news, guys. I will be covering the England games on here. I will be doing Ghana next and your last game against Panama. But don't worry, I'm doing Scotland tomorrow night. Just a quick word on Scotland. Apparently, Boston's run out of beer. Now, I know I read somewhere, somebody said Scotland are drinking for Ireland as well. So they're drinking for two countries. Did you see them at the baseball the other night, Billy? Singing the Proclaim.
I did. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. And like I said, mate, I'm going to Scotland on Monday, so I'm going to be there for the Brazil game. I absolutely cannot wait. That's going to be brilliant. I'm going to be in Glasgow for that one.
Can you imagine if they beat Brazil?
I know. Just
imagine if they got out of the group. That would be massive.
Now, they got that win. They had obviously tomorrow will be very tough.
Yeah. No, I think it will, bud. I think it will. Big up to John68, says Dermo and Billy and panel and chat. Big up to you. Big up to you, bud. Hope you're doing well. He says, Van Hecky being announced. Who's next in? Well, we've got that coming up. We've got a few of them. Big up to Hog God. Big up to James. Hope you're doing well. Says, hi, Dermot. Hope you're well. Yeah, all is well, buddy. Big up to Giant. Thank you so much. We're on the road to 3K. So come on, let's get there as quickly as we possibly can. Big up to Marco. Big up, Dermot. Hope you and your good lady are well. Yes, we're fine. She's on the mend. And again, thank you very much for everyone. Kind messages and everything on posts and comments. We both really appreciate. Thank you so much. Big up Marco says, come on, Scotland. Exactly. Come on, you Scots. They said the governor of Boston has made Glasgow a twin city already. Well, there you go. There you go. Big up to John as well, Ethan, Dermo and Billy. Big up to you, John. Big up to Nigel. Hope you're doing well. Nigel, hope you're doing well, buddy. He says, brilliant second half by England. No doubt Thomas Tuchel had a few harsh words half-time going forward. We have options, but to win the World Cup, you need a strong defence. What was suspect first half? Just very quickly on that defence, Billy and Tuchel, were you surprised at the ease Croatia sort of cut through that English defence? Has that been your bigger problem? I haven't watched England a lot, so maybe you're better to. Has that been your bigger problem, your defence, do you think?
Yeah, but it's really strange because Mark Gahey played in all the qualifiers leading up to this. And he benched him, and Stones really struggled. I thought Stones struggled. I thought and James struggled as well. And Perisic is tough for anyone because his movement is world class. He's very intelligent, but at the same time, he's 41 years old. Or whatever he is, I think he's 37 or 40 or something like that. Modric is 41. They were getting carved open by him. But second half, they did adjust it and it did work much better. I think England have just got to be. I think I did see someone say maybe they're stuck in the Southgate phase a little bit too much. Used to be going 2-1 up and then retreating. Whereas Tuchel said, no, you've got to go for this now. And when England, with the attacking talent that England have got in Bellingham, Kane, Saka, Rashford, Gordon, and whoever they've got on the pitch, it can be really exciting.
I would definitely take Rashford if he was offered Billy after that performance last night.
He's got a £40 million clause.
Yeah,
I think that's a bargain. Release clause of £40 million for Rashford. I think that's a bargain.
Tottenham, what are you doing? Get your money out.
I think it'd be an excellent signing for us. I really do.
I do too. I really do, Billy. Big Up Me says they've been at Fenway Park 4 nights in a row. I know they're mad. I've been watching them on TikTok. They're really funny. Big up William Red. Big up, guys. Remember, no Scotland, no party. That's so true. Let's hope England fans enjoy themselves in the same manner. Yes, that's true. And also, Marcus says, as a Scot, I have to admit that. If that England team performed like they did in the second half, then they are definitely contenders. As much as it pains me. I'm in the boat with you, Mark, that it pains me to say it, but if England do perform like they did in the second half, I don't think there's any team in the World Cup they can't beat.
Yeah.
I don't know what you think. Is there any team that you fear, Billy, going forward?
France, definitely, just because of the front four that they've got. I haven't been majorly impressed with anyone else, really. Only the big teams. I thought Spain looked poor, they drew. Portugal looked poor, they drew. Germany, to be fair, looked good. Germany were good. I wouldn't like to play them like they were playing the other day. But, and Argentina as well. Messi was on fire as well. For me, it's all about France, though, with Mbappe, Elise, Dembele and Doué. And then you've got Cherki and Barcola on the bench. It's like, how on earth do you compete with that, So if that front four gets ticking, then... I think Mbappe is unbelievable.
Also, I think Argentina might be the other team that might win Messi and co.
Yeah, Messi looks like he's as good as ever, doesn't he? He looks like he's as good as he's ever been. And he's 38 years old, or whatever he is.
It is a conversation we'll probably have in the summer as the World Cup goes on. But
what did you think of Ronaldo in Portugal?
What's he doing? Get him off the pitch.
They played the whole game again.
He's actually holding Portugal back. Yeah.
And they've got so many good players. They've got Fernandes, Vitinha, Leao, Bernardo Silva. They've got a great team. If they had a different striker, they'd be on fire.
And you look at Messi. Messi encourages everyone around him. Yeah. He says, follow me. And everyone, I say this very sort of off the cuff. I don't mean it to be rude to Messi, but Maradona had the same thing. Maradona was, okay, we all know Maradona had his problems off the pitch, but when it came to playing for Argentina, everyone followed him. And Messi has that same sort of follow me attitude, where Ronaldo, for me, is very much, I think he's a selfish player. Yeah. I think it's selfish. My way or the highway. And he's not
good enough to do that anymore, is he? He's not good enough to be that guy.
No, even Messi. I think even Messi admits that himself, that I can't do what I did 10 years ago. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to sit there in the camera and I'm just going to do what I do best. Yeah. I mean, them goals were as good as any goals I've seen in the World Cup.
He looks, when he played that friendly as well before, I think he came on and scored a couple then, didn't he? He scored with his first touch. He looks very, very good. So he looks he looks like about 28 years old, Messi, and then. I mean, Messi could, if he wins it again, then he's got to be the best ever, surely. I mean, I think he's the best ever anyway, to be honest. But
I do.
If he goes back to that World Cup, then that's debate over Ronaldo, isn't it?
Well, Maradona didn't even do that. I mean, Argentina won it in 86, got to the final in 90. As much as I love Maradona, I think Messi's probably the greatest player ever this game's ever seen.
Because you could say he's the best passer ever, he's the best dribbler ever, he's the best goal scorer ever. Like, he's the best at everything. Best free kick taker ever. He scored the most long range goals of any player. 2-footed. I don't think it's even close between him and Ronaldo.
No,
in fact, anyone that thinks Ronaldo is better than Messi at this stage is stupid. I have to say. Unless you're a Man United
I agree with you. Yeah, exactly. I agree with you as well that Messi and Ronaldo have never been in the same league together. There's never been that head-to-head like. Okay.
I think it's Messi versus Maradona.
No, hang on. Oh, they did. They did. They played in the Spanish league together, didn't they?
Yeah, but Messi won. Messi won the league about 5 times out of 6 when they did. I think Ronaldo only won 1 league. You know what would be interesting if they have Argentina, Portugal, and that'd be. I think that could be a semi-final. Apparently,
I want to see that.
That would be one of the most watched games in the history of football. Yeah, I think
it would. Big up to Marcos, the Defo Dermot. Get Rashford in because De Zerbi won't take his offs. Exactly, Rashford. Wages. I don't think wages would be an issue. I think Tottenham, are going to just throw everything at it this year.
And he must know that he's going to have to take a pay cut, wasn't he, as well? Like, he's not going to get 400 grand a week anywhere else.
No, I agree. In the one-off game, England can beat anyone with the first 11 and the quality on the bench. I know, but will they? Cheers, Mark. Scotland have fantastic fans. I love your anthem. Definitely goosebumps. Ex-Canary Gunny in goal, plus Hanley and our king, Kenny McLean, and with the wonder strike. Yeah, that was some strike at Hampden Park. I'm feeling really jealous that everyone's there in Ireland, so we'll be in the next one, hopefully. Ronaldo was not good at all. He must have something. He must have had something to manage. Oh, I don't know, Ronaldo. We will have a discussion at one show about them. France will be hard to beat, though. England would never beat Australia at any sport. The Aussies game, a leg playing England. Right, I think that earns a reply from you, Billy, from an Australian to an Englishman. Well, any response to that?
Well, I mean, if you talk about the cricket, then I can't argue, can I? Really, can't argue. No. The Ashes recently, definitely. I'll withhold my thoughts because I don't want to offend Ange, my favourite manager.
He gave Van der Ven a bit of a hard time the other night. Big up to Marco. Yeah. Big up to you all.
See Thomas Franks on BBC today.
Oh yeah, I saw him trying to discuss long balls. I think I just went, that's it. I've heard enough.
Apparently, he was defending the hydration bricks as well. Thomas Frank.
Yeah, Thomas Frank, just shut up and sit down. Just stop talking. Just stop digging holes. I'll big up to him. Ferguson said the difference is that Messi can admit it. Ronaldo never would. Big up everyone. That's so true. Oh no, Diego Maradona. Watch Messi playing Barcelona a few years ago, world class. Without that, the best player in the last decade or more. Yeah, totally.
Do you remember when he played against Spurs and absolutely destroyed us?
Yes. I remember watching Maradona in that Spurs shirt, right? And it was like Ozzy Ardiles wanted to sign him, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know if you read this. Teddy Sheringham put it out.
Talking about it,
yeah. Ozzy went to Teddy, right, I want to sell Maradona. And then 2 days later, they're selling Klinsmann. So, do you know what I mean? What would we take for another Klinsmann type signing now? Well, Billy, we may. This is the latest on Sandro Tonali to Spurs. Now, the latest is here. That's the first of all, Tottenham are in conversation with Sandro Tonali's camp. Romano Fabrizio said. Second, Sandro Tonali wants to go to Tottenham, so he's keen on the move. I don't think it's going to be any problem with the player financially or terms of the contract. Also, because of the connection with De Zerbi is very clear. They are both from the same part of Italy, same city, so the connection there is very good. And also important to mention on this, one about Tonali. Soon Tottenham will reach out to Newcastle, start a conversation. It's round about 85 million quid, Billy, with probably 15 million add-ons to take it up to 100 million. We know Man City are now in for him. We've read reports Man City are ready to try to do that. We know, I think Man United are sniffing. Are you confident this one will get over the line?
I wouldn't say confident, but I'm hopeful. Hopeful. I mean, when you're up against Man City, you can never really be confident, can you? But
No.
we've got a good chance. I mean, the fact that we even have a chance is crazy in the first place. Like, this is an unbelievable player. The fact that we're even in the conversation is wild to me. And that goes to say about our manager more than anything else. It would just be a massive, huge sign. And if we did this, I would really, genuinely maybe start to believe that the owners are trying to be different this year. I think he's a brilliant player. So, I mean, it says it all with the clubs that we're in with, isn't it? Man City, Man United, and Arsenal.
It does.
We finished 17th. We have no right to be there, really, but we are somehow because of our manager.
And that's the thing. I was just going to say, Billy, we don't have a right to be in these conversations. But look, I think they're changing. Look, for me personally, I think they've changed the wages. I think they're offering higher wages now.
Yep.
And it is all about players and money, isn't it? It's not about. Look, we do have London. We've got a good, best stadium in the world. Training facilities are good. De Zerbi's probably selling the club well, but it is down to money at the end of the day.
Yeah.
The flip side of that, Billy, do you think he's been a little bit disloyal to Newcastle, who stood by him during them 10 months when he was banned because of the betting thing and paid his wages? Do you think loyalty's now sort of gone out of the game a little bit?
Oh, it's completely gone, mate. It's completely gone. We've seen, and the thing is, you will laugh about it when it happens in your favour. We'll laugh that Tonali's doing Newcastle, and then the same thing will happen to us with another player. Like Romero, for example. It's every club gets it these days. It's just there's no loyalty whatsoever. I think a lot of it is agents, wanting to get their big payout and stuff, and in their ear and yapping and them saying, I want my signing on fee. And every club experiences it. The fact is that because players are on these gigantic wages, and if they know that if they don't get the move, they're going to kick up a fuss and maybe go on strike and all this, they hold all the cards these days. The player power is everything. You don't get it's not the era of Alex Ferguson where the players will do whatever they're told. Even Alex Ferguson won't be able to cope with something, and even towards the end of his career, he couldn't. He lost some of his players even, but there's just player power is everything now, unfortunately. And there's no one that's really, unless you're talking about a once in a lifetime, someone like Son at Tottenham who was genuinely loyal. I would be suspicious of any player that says they're loyal, because as soon as an offer comes in, their agent says we need to take that. You'll soon see that they're gone.
Would you say Harry Kane, was he loyal?
He was loyal. He was probably too loyal. And it's a real Levy's biggest ever mistake that we didn't build a team around him to win the league. He could have left us whenever he wanted, tried to stick around. Son was a level up on that even, because he signed a new contract when we had Nuno. But you see what Kane's doing now. He's at Bayern Munich. He's best player in the world. So unfortunately there's just no real loyalty at anyone anymore.
No, there isn't. And look, as Philip Brady said, there's no such word as loyalty in the game now. No, there isn't. And I just feel it's a little bit of a kick in the face to Newcastle after they're backing him for 10 months and paying his wages and defending him, that he then didn't have a great season last season at Newcastle, to be fair.
Yeah, he was brilliant, absolutely brilliant in his first season, wasn't he? But then again, Newcastle have been quite poor in general, haven't they? And what I would say about the loyalty thing, if you remember when Son, Spurs let him go to the Korean Games, didn't they? When he was with the whole army thing. And I think if we hadn't have done that, then he might have left us sooner, but he really stuck by us because we stuck by him. But Tonali's not done the same to Newcastle there, to be fair. Newcastle really stuck by him, and they could have sued him for everything he's got, to be fair, but they stuck by him, and then it just shows there's no loyalty these days.
No, I agree, man. I can't disagree with that. Then it did go on to say then the price is going to be the point. Let's see. I think the expectation is going to be around 100 million euro, which is 86.5 million quid. Maybe something more as interest, as Intel requests. So, look, we know it's going to be no problems with the player's contract. It's the club-to-club talks now. It's all about getting the deal done, get him in, and get number 4 in the door. Another player, this is from Team Talk, that son of Somerville to Spurs. According to Team Talk, Tottenham have now made a move and contact West Ham over a deal to sign in-demand attacker Somerville. Now, Tottenham, for Fab did put out, Billy, that Tottenham are going to buy a left-sided player, first-team player. You've got Savinio and you've got Somerville. If I'm being honest, I would prefer Somerville because I think he's a slightly better player than Savinio. I'm not knocking the lad. I think he's a good player, but I think Somerville gives you that bit more. Where are you on this? Where's your sort of gut taking you?
Well, I think we need a winger, definitely. Definitely. I thought he looked really good in the Holland game. Obviously scored a really good goal. So, yeah, I would take it for 30, 40 million. I probably wouldn't pay 50 million for him. I don't think he's well. No. I think it'd be a good squad option, definitely. I think it'd be a good squad option. And it would also be quite funny to sign another player from West Ham, to be honest.
It would. So would you go for two of them then? Would you buy Savinio and Somerville?
I think so, because, we've got Tell and Kudus, but Kudus is not even fit.
No.
We had no right wingers last season because we sold Brennan Johnson. We have Kolo Muani playing out there. And because Odebear is not going to be back for ages, I think I would buy two, yeah. I think we need more firepower and we need more goals. And I would a bit worry that both Savinio and Somerville aren't really prolific. I think we need a prolific goal scorer. But I think I would probably take him and Savinio, yeah.
There is new rules around as well this season that we can actually, there's a bit of a loophole that Tottenham can go through. Michael does say here, I was going to talk about it later, but he says, due to the new rules, we have 400 million to play with. It's important, is it? Now, Tottenham, I have got a graph at the end of this showing Tottenham spending over the last 10 years, Billy. Now, I'll take this off for a minute because I do want to talk about it. It was something Simon Jordan said the other day. Now, it was yesterday that Ben Foster was in with them in the morning in New York. And Ben Foster said that Simon Jordan got a text. They were talking about the Brighton deal for Hecky. And he says, Brighton pulled Tottenham's pants down. Now, look, Jim White sort of said, look, there was a few clubs after him, 52 million last year of his contract. Do you agree with that Brighton have got the better deal out of this? He was refusing to sign a new contract. And also with Simon Jordan on Tottenham saying the likes of Tonelli, why would he want to sign for Tottenham? And he's saying the board, and I do agree with him with this, that the board is still the same board. It's not a new board. And they have spent money over the years. They've been quite heavy in the summer windows the last couple of seasons. I know there's a lot sort of to pack out to probably talk about there, but I think the first part we'll start with is the Brighton and the Levy sort of text messages saying that we've had our pants pulled down. Where are you on that? Do you find that a little bit laughable by Levy to say that?
I find it completely laughable, to be honest. I think it sums him up completely, absolutely completely. If Daniel Levy was still here, Zerbi would have asked for Van Heck. Brighton would be saying, you're going to pay 52 million and we're not getting involved. And Levy would be trying to haggle it down for weeks and weeks and weeks until someone like Chelsea would come in. Zerbi gets pissed off because he hasn't got his centre back. Whereas Tottenham have gone, Brighton have said, you 52 million. Tottenham will go, well, that's quite expensive. But Brighton said, well, if you don't pay that, you're not having him. And then Tottenham have actually gone and paid it.
Yeah.
And the difference between Daniel Levy and this new regime is we would have spent weeks haggling, trying to get a good deal. And that's exactly what we did over Eze. And my Arsenal came in 2 weeks later. And sometimes when you're trying to get deals done early in the transfer window, you have to overpay to get it done early.
Yeah, you do.
Love getting it done early to get it, De Zerbi now knows I've got my centre-back sorted, I've got Senesi, I've got Van Hecker. Don't need to worry about that. With Daniel Levy at the helm, we would have been waiting for this on deadline day. Van Hecker might have ended up going elsewhere or not going, then suddenly we're left short without a bloody centre-back. So it completely sums him up. And what you've got to realise is that sometimes if you really want to get the player that you want, you have to take a hit and pay the money. And we might have had our pants down in some ways, or we've just paid a lot of money for a good player. So, Van Hecker comes. No. Remember when Van Dijk signed for Liverpool? People were saying Southampton had their pants down for that, 75 million. They're definitely not saying that anymore, are they? So sometimes you just got to take the hit and pay the money. And I don't care that we paid a lot of money for him. He's the man De Zerbi wants. We've got it done 3 days into the transfer window. It's crazy, isn't it?
No, I agree. I mean, look, I don't agree
I
with
think
this
it really
also.
sums up Levy, doesn't it? Completely.
It does. And I understand that he's a mate of Simon Jordan's, and Simon Jordan, in a way, is trying to defend him because Levy
Oh,
can't
wait.
defend himself.
Simon Jordan is just slagging us off every day at this point, isn't he, on TalkSport?
He is.
Relentless.
He is slagging us off. And that's my next point. That's what I'm going to next, Billy. And you're right to point that out. I mean, how dare he? What right has he got? I mean, he what did he do at Crystal Palace? Absolutely nothing. Then he bankrupted himself.
And he does that thing where he uses big words to try and seem clever, doesn't he, and everything. But really, all he's doing is trying to protect his mate Daniel Levy and everything that he says. That's why he keeps making pot shots at Tottenham, doesn't he?
It is, and I agree. And look, and also I do agree with him on this, that the board is not a new board.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. I do agree with that this board has sort of, the ownership has sort of, oh, look at us now. Look what we're doing now. Forget what we did in the past because this is a new regime. It's not a new regime. It's still the same board that had Mourinho, that had Conte. Maybe Daniel Levy was the obstacle. We don't know. I still think also, Billy, that this board has also been very slow with trying to deal with Lang. I think the Vinay thing as well. And they did come out last summer, didn't they? With a big statement. This is the whole new Tottenham. We're gonna buy success on the football pitch. Nothing happened. We got to January. And we sold one player, and who did we bring in? Conor Gallagher. Yippee. And we sold a right back to Crystal Palace, and our right back got injured for the season. This is just my opinion. I think they're doing this, Billy, to keep the fans off their back.
Yeah.
I don't think they're doing it in any other way. I don't understand why Lang is still in the job. I don't understand why they're not coming out and being more I'm trying to think of the word to come out, more communicating more.
Yeah.
And also with this Daniel Levy share thing, if he has sold it or not, we need to know because there's a lot of ifs and buts.
Gone quiet all of a sudden, hasn't it?
Yeah. Well, where are you on it though, Billy? I mean, look, we all know this regime needs changing. We know we need new owners, right? We know that they're not selling anything either. They haven't got the money, have they, Enix? So allegedly, they're selling the family silver to bankroll this window. But is communication key for you for this? Because we need to know what's going on, don't we?
Yeah, we do. And communication is definitely key. Especially when you're talking about shares and things like that. And they've tried to bury it under the carpet. And I wonder if we will find out more information about it in due course. But to be fair, one thing you can say about them is at the moment they're just speaking with actions, and they've signed 3 players.
Yeah, they are.
I think if they go and get Tonali, then I couldn't care less who's running us because they're doing a good job of it. So they are actually putting their money where their mouth is for once. I'm a little bit interested to see what happens next. I think really happy with the 3 signings that we've made. But if we went and got Tonali, that would really change my mind, I think. Not to say that I would be Enoch in or anything like that, but it would be a big message. A big message, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I think also, Billy, very, very quick before we get to Jess, thank you so much. I mean, 3 are really, really grateful and really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Everyone do get over to JSY Talks Football. I think a link is in the description below as well. Do get over there. Great channel. And tomorrow the podcast is back at 4 for North London Talks podcast. The 4 of us are back. I'm looking forward to it. A lot to talk about. But just I'll do this first, Billy, then we can because it's an interesting conversation we're getting into with it. So I'm enjoying this. Definitely. Big up to 3 memberships. She's gifted 3. So big up to you. So one's gone to the who's that one gone to? Sorry, it's gone to the Reptile Keeper. That's a good name. I like that. That's a good one. And the other one's gone to Canada in Spurs Borough. Big up to you, Canada. And then the third one has gone to where is it now? Where's the third one? Marco, you just been gifted a membership. So please, if you have been gifted a membership, do thank Jess very much. Thank you so much, Jess. Really appreciate it. And do go after this stream. Everyone, do get over to JSY Talks Football. Get over there and watch her guys over there do their thing. They're doing a lot of watch-alongs at the moment. Really great watches. But big up to them. So get over there after stream ends. THFC raid. Get over there and get them up to 21,000 and get us to 3K if you can. And thank you to Billy as well, because you did a bit of a plug for us yesterday. And I really appreciated that, bud. And it's really kind of you. So thank you so much.
No one deserves it more than you, my friend. And I love being on the show together.
Yeah, I do. I love being on shows with you because I tell you one thing I like about working with you, Billy, is I can have some really in-depth conversations. Do you know what I mean? You get my wavelength, if you know what I mean. Like,
yeah, I love it, mate. I love
it, mate. It is. I really do. It's fun.
This summer we're having a bit more positivity, aren't we? Rather than last summer was we went through so much last year, didn't we? It'd be nice if we could have these chats where we're going, are we going to go and buy Tonali? Are we going to do this? That'd be great.
I know.
Really enjoying being a bit optimistic for once.
And I'm definitely getting the game next season. The early next season, we'll go for a point, definitely, Billy.
Because we might be winning the league at this rate, my friend.
Yeah. Philip Brady is sticking a tenner on Tottenham to win the league.
Yeah. Well,
and I'm going to do the same. I'm going to stick a tenner on it. We've got a feeling it might be happening.
We've got nothing as fans if you can't have a dream, can you? So.
That's it. We always dream. Every year we're going to win the league. On the board, though, on the new board and on Levy the shares and if he has or hasn't and the transfer, what are you making of it, though, Billy? From a protesting point of view, it's important, isn't it? And this can never be forgotten. No. Is that we have to keep the pressure on, don't we?
Oh God, yeah. God, yeah. And
I mean, even if this summer's good, we can't just turn around and say, "Oh, that's all is forgiven," because it's got to be then January, then next summer.
That's exactly what I was going to say. If it's that, and then you've got to go to January and say, "We'll do it again," and then you've got to go to the next summer and say, "Well, what do we need now? Let's do it again." You just got to keep building it like that, I'm afraid.
If I could ask you a question, Renan, is what would make you stop protesting, Billy? I know it's a bit of a out there question, but what would make you sit down and think, do you know what, lads, we've done what we've needed to do?
Tottenham winning a major trophy and then looking like they could do it again the next season. That's the point we all want to get to, right? Fair. That's the point we want to get to. And as I always say when people ask that question, is when we had Pochettino as manager and we finished second in the league, we finished third in the league, we finished fourth in the league. No one was protesting then, were they? Because we were happy. We were competing for league titles in the Champions League. So I think as long as we're doing that, and if we won a big major honour, and then we look like we're still going to keep being ambitious, I think that's when we could sit back and say, we're here, we've done it, we've arrived. Yeah. A bit like what Arsenal fans are feeling right now, I imagine. I don't think any of them are thinking about protesting, are they? And it's taken them a long time to get there, so it is going to take a long time. But there you go. We deserve it after what happened last season, don't we? Bloody hell.
Yeah, we do. We really do. I mean, last season, look, Tottenham, 45 years. This is my 45th year supporting Tottenham. And I've seen some rough times, but I always go back to us nearly going extinct to late 80s, early 90s. Billy is probably the worst time as a Spurs fan. Last season and the season before. Mm-hmm. Forget the Europa League win. I think that was as close for me. And I'd be honest with you, I fell out of love with Tottenham last season.
Yeah, I did.
And I don't.
Relentless, wasn't it? It was just relentless losing.
Are you feeling it? Are you starting to feel that we're falling back in love again with our football club with these signings?
Yeah, I'm starting to feel a little bit excited. A little bit, but there's a long way to go yet. I'm starting to feel there.
Yeah.
If we got Tonali, that would be the moment where I think this is different now. That would be the one.
Yeah. Mark says, however, let's give them a chance, and if this is a big cash splash to sell the club at top 4 of a league, then let's roll with it until we get. That's a very good point as well, Billy. Are they looking to sell? And if this American group, I think, what's it called? Is it Company 8? Is it, or the
Sports Entertainment 8 or something like that. Company 8,
yeah?
something like that.
Does that worry you? Sports entertainment bit. Does that bit worry you a little bit?
The bit that worries me about it is that none of the people involved have any history of football. There's the DJ, isn't there? There's a guy from Malaysia, I think
Yeah.
it is. But at the same time, they said that they publicly said they want to put £1 billion invest £1 billion into the club. So maybe it could be what we need. But I do think Enoch would have to get back in the Champions League before they think about selling again. When the price is back high again.
Yeah,
and it looks like they're actually thinking that they need to do something. They realise that finally once in their lives. It looks like they've actually realised.
I think they do. I agree with you. What you said the other night, they were scared shitless what happened last season. I agree with that.
As they should be as well. As they should be.
And also give yourselves credit as well. Change for Tottenham. You did your protesting, so give yourselves credit as well, because that I was saying. I'm not saying this because you're here, Billy, but I will say it takes an awful lot of guts what you and the guys do. Because I was saying it the other day that us, the fans, have to take responsibility for not turning up to these protests.
Yeah.
And you may only get 10 or 20 or 30 or 100, but you're still there. You turn up.
And that's why we've got to let them know that when people aren't going away anywhere, even if they have a couple of good results. We've got to keep this up as a fan base. We have to. It's all we have, really.
I agree. No, I think you should give yourselves a clap in the back, because I think what we've seen, I think it's partly because of your protesting and you keeping the pressure up with your banners in the stands at the end of the season, as we laughed about the other day.
Like you were saying the other day, Gary Neville did us a bit of a favour, didn't he?
Yeah. But he made the point there was no connection. And I'm starting to see a connection, and De Zerbi has changed our club around a hell of a lot.
What did you think of the Van Hecker announcement video as well? I thought that was really good, wasn't it? It seems like they're trying to build that connection again, aren't they? I think you're right. I think you're exactly right there. I think they're trying to rebuild that connection because it's been so gone lately.
I do. I agree with you. I haven't seen it. I saw it quickly, so I'm going to have another look after the
You've got to watch it, mate. It's very good. It's very emotional.
I saw bits of it. I sort of had it on. I was getting this show running, and I had it on in the background. So, but I just love the way they are. They're trying to connect with us again.
It's interesting that they got a fan to do it. That's really interesting. Look, it's just a normal. Whereas the graphic designer,
that's what they should be doing.
Yeah.
Do this club would be nothing without us.
Yeah.
We're the heartbeat and the soul of this football club. And do you know, I think I want them to do more than anything, Billy, and maybe you can get behind this for Change for Tottenham, maybe something we can do. I've been saying it for years, and it's a big thing close to my heart. I want a statue for Bill Nick at that stadium.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know if it's something we can do within Change for Tottenham to start doing something, but I think we need one of Bill Nick, Jimmy Greaves, Arthur Rowe, maybe name the stands after them.
That's what I was going to say. I think the South Stand should be called the Bill Nick Stand, to be honest. Yeah. I really do think that. They've just done the Guardiola. They've got the Sir Alex Ferguson. They've got the Guardiola. Yeah. It should be the Bill Nick Stand, that South Stand, I think. And then they should have statues as well.
Yeah, and like you could have the North Stand, the Keith Birkinshaw stand. You can have the Jimmy Greaves stand and the
Glenn Hoddle, maybe something like that.
Yeah, you have something. Because history is important. You know me. I'm a massive. People know on this channel. I love my Spurs history. Yeah, I would sit. Dover would be sitting watching stuff on her laptop, and I'd be watching probably be a 5-minute clip of the '81 Cup final.
Yeah,
we should not forget where we came from. Exactly. We really shouldn't. Big up to William Webb as well. A 30. Big up to you, man. Thank you so much. Born in the great year of 61. Looking forward to an exciting season on. Love the show. Have a beer on me to celebrate my 65th birthday. Well, listen. Happy birthday. See, that's Enoch. Enoch have got to Billy. They've got to his internet. They've chopped him off. It's Vinay and Lang. They've got to his internet. Big up to you, William. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that, bud. Thank you so, and thank you to Jess as well for the. Thank you so much, buddy. Mickey van der Ven lent the shirt to Van Dijk for the video. All right, big up to. All right, I will watch it. I fleetingly watched it. Fair to say, honestly, Dan, but what about no? Just no, please, no. We can name a burger van after him. There we go. We'll name a burger van after him. That's what we'll do. Big up to Del Boy, has Rodney and Uncle Albert. He says Vinay Lange. Yeah, I think they did. Did you know anything about Dixie Moraes? Apparently we're in for him. I haven't heard anything yet. I'm waiting for a major update, actually, from my from the people I use. But yeah, look, as soon as I hear anything, I bring to you straight away. You know that. Definitely, definitely need a bill. I'm looking to try to get Steve Perriman back on to talk a bit more about Boomneck. Bit of hat trick. For me, Enoch have nowhere back. No, that's fair enough. Rhino, that's fair enough. You know, bagpipes. Hope you're doing well. Big up Del Boy as well. Big up the Spurs 1, 2, 3, 4-ish. I like that. Vicario, the event is becoming more likely. I'm reading that as well, actually. It's in my sort of PDFs to talk about that as well. Willing to spend around 30 million for Vicario. Tottenham are yet to set price tag. Yeah, I read that as well. No, I want them gone, even if they won the league and compete for the season after that. Never trust Enoch. Well, apparently he's not the same board anymore, Rhino. It's not the same board. The brush with relegation shook the board. They realised how close the disaster we were. They finally realised you have to pay wages. Yeah, exactly. Dermo, how do I accept this? How do I? You're accepted. It's already done automatically, Marco. So you've got a membership. So thanks to Jess. But yeah, it's absolutely. It's already done automatically. It's already accepted. We won't get to Nali Arsenal. Rhino, look, stop here. No more negativity, all right? We're going to get him. It's going to be done. I'm positive all the way now. Yeah, no negativity, Rhino. The draw for the season will be released shortly. Yes, tomorrow morning, 10 to 10, I will be live to cover the fixture release. I'm looking forward to that. It's an exciting day, isn't it? Big up to Nigel. He would be brilliant signing for Spurs. He would. Tonoli would be just epic. I told Tottenham, yeah, we need that player, don't we? That sort of we can lend our hat to. That bit like a Ginola or a Glenn Hoddle or a Gaza or somebody like that we can get behind. I agree. And Tonoli would be that sort of player. Dermo is waiting for the Poro stand. Yeah. Yeah, I am. Big up to you, Nick. See you tomorrow, buddy. Hope you're doing well. The Arthur Rose stand, yeah, exactly. The Rodney Trotter stand. Oh, the Rodney. Where can we put the Rodney Trotter stand? I wonder. Let's put the Rodney Trotter stand. Yeah, and thank you so much for the super chats and the memberships. It has gone towards a new chair because my ass is killing me at the moment on this one. Don't care. Still, yeah, no, I get it, bud. I get it. Big up to you, Nick, as well. That's amazing to know. Thank you. No, it's all done automatically. Fabrizio Romano, breaking RTB's live bit turned down 100 million proposal received from Liverpool. Wow. Let's get him back in. Let's get the big man back in. Right, look, we're not going to talk anymore about the owners. We know Levy and Lang. We know Lang was at your internet. So,
just read that there. They turned down 100 million for Diamande. Did you watch Ivory Coast by any chance?
Yeah,
he was amazing. He looked unbelievable.
He was.
Yeah,
he was. I tell you who was impressed with today. South Africa was impressed. I
missed that game because I was on the train. But what was it, 1-1 in the end?
Yeah, 1-1. They got the most dodgiest of penalties I've ever seen in my life. The only way I can describe it right, his hand was here, and his hand was here. And do you know when the defender turns round right?
Yeah.
He couldn't move. His hand was in a natural position.
Yeah.
It hit his arm here, and they gave the penalty. I don't get.
I don't know what's handball these days.
Yeah, I tell you, it was refereed and lined by 3 women. I tell you what, that referee, she was American. She was fucking good.
Oh, good.
She didn't take any crap from them.
Yeah,
she gave as good as she get. Fair
That's what we
play
need to
to him.
sort these bloody players out, isn't it? There's a woman in charge.
Yeah.
We need to,
That
that'll
was
sort
an
all these.
Arsenal.
That'll sort all these men out.
Yeah. Right, let's get into the rest of it, Billy. That was, yeah, Philip, it was an Arsenal penalty. Spurs are looking at Lel Miller. Reports from Germany have also claimed that Tottenham are set to launch a concrete offer to sign another winger in young cold winger, said Alamela. De Zerbi said to be a big admirer of the 19-year-old German who contributed 17 goals and assists for the Bundesliga side in his first ever season playing for top flight football. I'll ask the question for you, Philip. I'll ask the question for you.
I know he's going to present the trophy, isn't he?
Yeah, he probably wants to nick the World Cup as well. Also, for this one, this has got a bit of legs to it as well. Vicario, Juventus are looking to put in a £13 million bid for Vicario. On Vicario, Billy, we know we've got Kinski. I know we touched on it the other night. I was thinking afterwards, I was looking at, what's his name, the Brighton goalkeeper. Is he a keeper you would bring in? We have to bring in a ball-playing goalkeeper, don't we, for De Zerbi ball? But Vicario isn't that. Is 13 million about the right price for you?
It's probably a bit cheap. It's probably a little bit cheap, but I think we've just got to get him out the door. I think we just got to get him out the door and get a new keeper in. Just because, I don't really want him to be around next season, so I'll bring in someone else. I'm a bit worried about the Brighton keeper at 50 million. I would rather have Kinski as a number one, to be honest, than bring in a more experienced one as a backup. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens. But I think we've got to get rid of Vicario, even if we have to accept. And when you talk about Daniel Levy earlier, this is the kind of thing that you wouldn't do. Sometimes you have to just take a low bid and get rid of him rather than keep him around, and like we did with Ndombele and Lo Celso for years.
I know. Apparently, Marco wanted the caller to name one of the stands at Ndombele stand. I did say to him, I was thinking one of the burger vans might be the right place for him. I will get to your message in a minute, and you're very kind, Marco. Rhino says, get rid of Vicario and bring in Rufus. That's the Sunderland keeper, isn't it?
Yeah, he's very good. He'd be one keeper that I think maybe would be a number one over Kinski.
Yeah.
He's a very good keeper. I don't think Sunderland would be very keen to sell those, to be honest.
What about Henderson?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind Henderson,
Yeah. I like Trafford as well. There's a few good goalkeepers I like Trafford. I've seen even a couple of links. I saw a link to Pickford the other day.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I can handle the T-Rex arms though.
No, Pickford was apparently. I read this the other day that Pickford was the reason for the dinosaurs getting extinct. He didn't save he didn't save the what do you call it,
the asteroid.
The asteroid. He missed it. He dropped it out of his hands. He was the reason. Big up to you. Big up to William Webb as well. Is this Croatian keeper wasn't Basel so young? Aussie, the young Aussie keeper.
He was very good last night, wasn't he? I don't know much about him, to be honest.
No,
he was really good last night, though, didn't he?
Well, maybe let us know about him, William.
Yeah.
Give us a bit of an update on him.
He was very good, I thought.
Rhino says no to Trafford, but Pickford would be. Oh. Fair enough. It's your opinion, Rhino. Your opinion. Just if you want to be extinct, leave it to Pickford. That's all I'm going to say on that. And look, I want to say big up to Geeks. Is ball to hand, not handball. That Peña, I agree. Totally agree. And he's saying hello. Big up to salute to you, Billy, as well. Big up to you, Nick. Hope you're doing well. Marco said, just got to say, excuse my language, effing love this place. It is interactive, and Dermo and others speak to you directly, where so-called better feeds who end up on Sky Sports ignore you. It's about them, and Dermo is world class. No, thank you. I just love doing what I do. And as long as you guys are enjoying it, that's all I care about. Would I like to get to Sky Sports one day? They wouldn't have me and Billy on there. Because me and Billy will show them up.
Yeah.
Do you know?
I'll put it this way. I believe that anyone that's been involved in any kind of protest has no chance of being on Sky Sports News. Put it that way. I believe.
Billy would be a bit like Brian Clough and take it over. That's what Billy would do.
They don't want to. They don't want to harm their relationship with Tottenham, I believe. I've heard that in the past.
Now, Billy, we've got 3 signing ins already, which is great. More to come. But this is Tottenham's sort of spending, transfer spending between 2015 in the last 10 years.
Can I just say, I love the 0 there in 2018-19. That's, by the way, I've said this fact yesterday about that Daniel Levy thing. That's the only time in Premier League history that has ever happened. Ever.
Yeah, it is.
Ever.
I was hoping you might not see that little 0 thing. I was hoping to.
That's the only time it's ever happened from any. No one ever done that before.
Was it 3 windows?
Yeah.
Was it 3 windows?
It was January, summer, January. Yeah, it was. It was 18 months.
But look, just to make the point, I think with Simon Jordan, I don't like saying I agree with him, but I do. Tottenham have spent money, Billy.
They have.
If you look at the last 4 years, right, the last 4 sort of slides, what we're looking at, nearly 600, 700 million.
700 million, yeah.
We spent on what? That's been the problem, hasn't it?
It's not the problem with how much we spent, it's what we spent on. And the other problem is, and Simon Jordan didn't pick up on this, which I'm surprised about. It just shows that he's biased, is the wages as well. The wages are not high enough.
Yeah. No, they're not.
But they are changing slightly as well, because, you got Gallagher in recently on big wages. Porro's on big wages. So
Romero's been boosted up as well.
Yeah. Yeah,
and it is amazing though, Billy, isn't it? You look nearly 156 million, 250 million, nearly 216.
700 million, Langer. It's crazy, isn't it?
It is. Look, we've wasted the money, like 60 million on Solanke, Richarlison. Is there any players that we've bought over the last 10 years, right, in any of them transfer windows, that you can think, that was a good transfer window? Is there any year you can think that was a good one?
I thought Ange's first season was okay.
Yeah.
When we bought Maddison, we bought Vicario, we bought Van der Ven, and we bought Brennan Johnson. And we bought someone else as well, I can't remember. But Maddison, Vicario, Van der Ven, and Johnson. It's not a bad window. It's not a bad window at all.
No,
I think if you go back really far, there's a window where we signed Vertonghen, Dembele, and Lloris all in one window. That's the one, isn't it? Yeah. But other than that, it's been poor transfer after poor transfer.
I mean, we wasted the bail money, didn't we?
Yeah.
I know the Ericsson came out of that.
Yeah, I know we managed to get Kyrian Eriksson, but the other was crap. And then the big one is that one where we came second in the Champions League, and then we signed Ndombele, Lo Celso, and Sessegnon. And we didn't get Dybala over the line, and then look what happened next.
I know it's mind-boggling, isn't it? Any news on Slovenia? Not yet, Rhino. As I said, I'm waiting for a major update. He is away on holiday, but he's trying to update me as and when he can. But I'm expecting a major update over the next few days. So I will ask the question. If I get any news, I will bring to you first and fastest, as we always do. We've got John said, if Tonali gets over the line, do you see Spurs then return to form and go for young prospects, as signing so far has been the experienced players? I don't know about you, Billy. I don't think they will. I think we've got enough young players at the club. I think we need experienced players now.
Yeah, and it's the ones that we've all targeted so far, they've all been experienced. So.
Yeah. Talking about young players like a Mikey Moore, Will Lancashire, are they going to be in and around the first team? Do you think De Zerbi firstly will rate a Mikey Moore, or do you think, or Will Lancashire, or do you think these players will be moved on? Where's your gut moving you on this?
Yeah, I'm interested in that. I'll be I think all of it's going to depend on pre-season, isn't it? So I think we'll see pre-season first, and then we'll go from there. I don't think even De Zerbi would make any decision yet, and then we'll wait till pre-season and assess then. Yeah,
no, look, I've got a sneaky feeling Mikey Moore may go back for Rangers. I don't know about you, but I do think that.
I saw he was linked with a loan to Germany today. So I think he'll probably go on loan because he's probably got one more loan before he comes back. He had a very good loan last season, didn't he? So.
Yeah, I just see him going there. Also, big up to Luis Gomez, a big Barcelona fan, says Barca are looking at Van der Ven from recent reports. I've seen them reports. I don't think he'll go, Billy. Where you on it?
I don't think so. I think
No.
he probably wants to stick around with De Zerbi now, I think, hopefully. And,
Yeah.
hopefully he'll sign a new deal.
For Van der Ven?
I don't think we can sell Romero and Van der Ven in the same window. No way.
Yeah. Well, today was supposed to be the day, Billy. We were supposed to get the big reveal of our new home kit. But I found this online. This is Tottenham. I haven't put it as unofficial yet because nothing's been confirmed. But Billy, these are the kits for next season, for the 26-27 season. We've got the goalkeeper's kit, the home kit, the away kit, and the third kit. I like it. I like the away kit. I think the away kit
is really growing on me. I don't like the third one, to be honest. The home one is just a home kit, so they're never any different. Really.
Didn't we have a purple away kit back in the day?
Yeah, I like a purple. I just don't like those stripes, I don't like the collar either. I really like the away kit. I think that's going to be a real grower.
Yeah, it is. Apparently, the home kit is a bit of retro back to the 80s to the Hummel kits.
Yeah,
I like that. I like it. I do. I like the stripes down the side. I like that. That's a proper Tottenham kit.
I think you can't beat the old Holston home kits, can you, from back in the day, or the old 90s and 80s ones. They're brilliant. We had some brilliant home kits back then.
And this will be the last year with AIA as Tottenham sponsors as well.
And we better not get a bloody red sponsor in, for God's sake.
It's only taken them years to get to realise, maybe this is not a good idea.
I know we were with Nike for a long time, aren't we, as well? Until 2033, I think.
What do you think to the goalkeeper's kit? I like it. I love the goalkeeper's
kit. I think it's brilliant. Love it. I can imagine Kinski in that, can't you?
Yeah, I might even get that. I don't normally get a goalkeeper's kit, but I may get that one actually. But look, that is it, guys. Billy, thank you. Welcome. Just last week coming in. Big up to Tequila. He says Romero can go. I am too lazy to drive him there though. Carpool. Well, I tell you what, you do the first bit, and me and Billy we'll take him to the airport. Billy will see him on the plane and make sure he goes to wherever he's going to. So big up to you, Tequila. I hope you're feeling better too, bud. Tonali can't be the end point. It has to be the start. Get over the line when the likes of Wharton or Rashford might take a serious. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. Tequila says Brighton really mugged us off on that one, fam, but not my money. I think I agree with Billy that, look, just get it done. Just get it done and get it in. Maybe they have mugged us off, but we just need to pay the money and know this stupid. Can we get it down a few, million? Let's get it down another 10 million. Just sod that. No, pay the money, get it done. Big up to Ryan. That's going to have Tequila. Do send your best wishes. Tequila has just had a dop, so he's probably not feeling the great. So please do send them your best wishes. Marco's still got the old purple away kit from Holston era somewhere. Yeah, I did like that.
Klinsmann one. That's brilliant.
Yeah. There is a picture of, I think it was Samantha Fox in it, wearing it back in the day. Yeah, I think it was her that actually did the modelling for the Tottenham kit. And big up to Derwent. Nice one, Dermot and Billy. Right, Billy, that is it. Guys, we're back tomorrow at 6:00 with the podcast. I'm on at 11:15 for Scotland versus Morocco, the first watch-along of the World Cup here on the channel. So I'm looking forward to doing that,
That's going to be a good game, isn't it? I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, it is. Billy, where are you on next? Are you on any more shows tonight?
I'm not. I'm gonna try and watch a few World Cup games, and I'll see you tomorrow, my friend.
Yes. Are you coming onto the podcast at 4?
I might not be able to come. I'll be out for the 4 one, but I might try and drop into the Scotland watch along.
Yeah, well, I'll send you the link, so you're more than welcome, buddy. It'd be great to have some company. Let's go quickly like this. I prefer the midfield king from Crystal Palace, Wharton, Soberlai. Big up to William. Ben Golden Dogs as a winger.
I thought he looked really good in the first Scotland game. I thought he looked brilliant.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, biggers. And big up to you as well, Tequila. Ice packs everywhere, but okay, Ryan, how are you? Big up to you, Tequila. Get better suit. We do miss you. Well, that is it. Thank you from me and Billy. We're going to see you later. And we're back tomorrow for Come On You Spurs.
Come on,
in
you
Roberto De Zerbi, we trust.